Greetings, guitar players. In the video session today, we'll be looking at the chords for Pie in the Sky. We have two things to discuss. One is a new chord, and the other one is the actual strum pattern. So let's start with the new chord. Up to this point, you've been playing a lot of F major 7 chords. Very beautiful sound. But in this piece, we need to play an F chord. So it's a close relative, so the shape on the fingerboard looks very similar. But the difference is, for the F chord, we have to do a technique called the bar. And what the bar is taking the index finger and fretting 2 or more strings at the same time. So it could be as few as 2 strings, in this case for our F chord, or it could be as many as all 6. The most important thing is that you have a good left arm and hand position. So to start out, shoulder dropped, elbow tucked in towards the torso. Wrist should be fairly straight. Your hand is weak if it's bent, so straight wrist. And the thumb should oppose the index and middle finger like this. We don't want it to be pulled over like that. This makes your hand tense, and also the bent wrist makes your hand tense. When you actually fret the bar, you want to place the finger as close as possible to the fret. So you don't want to do this. So you'll tend to get buzzes and muffled tones. So right against the fret wire, and it should be parallel. So don't allow your finger to fret diagonally, but straight parallel to the fret. Okay, the next thing that will help the bar is how you put pressure on it. The most common problem for the F chord for a beginner is that they'll play it and they'll get a muffled first string. And that's because they're trying to localize the pressure by clamping between their thumb and fingers. And the problem with that is you only get pressure in a very small area, but we want to put pressure on the entire area of the bar. And the way to do that correctly is to pull gently from your bicep. And to illustrate that, you may have noticed when I play, often my thumb is very loose. It allows me to do vibrato and to do bars and move without cramping up. So I can play very well with my thumb off. Play a bar with my thumb off. So it shows you I'm using the bicep muscle in my arm to do that. So that's very important. Don't clamp between your thumb and fingers, but gentle pressure from your bicep. Keep the finger close to the fret and parallel with the fret wire. Keep your wrist straight, and you'll be on the road to making a nice, clean F chord sound. I've selected a strum, which I call the Jamaican strum. And the essential nature of this is that you strum on beats 2 and 4. So kind of the opposite of the down 2x. And if I did this on the open strings, it would sound like this. Mute, strum, mute, strum. That's the basics right there. Then the next thing would be to apply it to the actual chords. And it's best to do it on the slow side so you get the coordination going. 1, 2, 3, 4, mute, strum. That was it. So that's probably the easiest way to do the mute, by using your picking hand, your right hand, the side of the thumb, to stop the strings from ringing. Because it works on any chord, a chord which is fully fretted, like the F chord, or a chord which has a lot of open strings, like the G chord. Now there's another way of doing it, and you'll see me do it in the full demonstration where I play the higher pitched chords. And that's where you release the pressure from the fingerboard without lifting the fingers off. So for example, in the F chord, if I don't release the pressure, it keeps ringing. But I can just, hear that? It looks like I'm holding the chord, but I quit pressing down fully, but I leave it in contact, and that also mutes the strings. And it only works on fully fretted chords like bar chords. In this next segment, I'll be playing the entire Pie in the Sky with the Jamaican strum. See you in a couple seconds.